I want to do another video just because I got a lot of free time now. Not to get out with a lot of college projects, and I got the idea for the next part on my file about my part in this liquor store I work at back in the past. I want to talk about my really horrible coworkers. I feel like everyone can relate to this. Of just having really shitty coworkers, you know. I had some really lazy ones. I had I had one guy who technically wasn't the manager, but I call him the manager because he run a lot of the stuff like the budgeting and whatnot and behind the scenes, a lot of the stock, and he did kind of took care of like talking closer to the owner. Although I can always talk to the owner. The owner of the store was like basically my uncle. He was dating my aunt. And then I also had another coworker. We had two people there. They were twins. They were like 1 year younger than me. I worked here when I was 17, so they were 16. And then we had some other lady working there. She was like middle age or something. And this is a very small store, so I want to say when you get a day working there, it's only gonna be you. It's not gonna be anyone else. Now that might sound nice, and it was nice because it was just yourself being alone in the store waiting for customers to come by. And the customers weren't bad or anything. I'll probably talk with the customers next episode. But the really horrible thing about these people is they're all lazy. They wouldn't do like the bare minimum. And basically what the job entails, just remember it's a small store, so it's not much work. You got like about 5 to 7 hours a day. It matters if you're working on weekends or not. And the main job is you are the cashier. That's it. You just make sure the customer buys whatever they need, and then you stock. You know, you stock the items, and hopefully you stock the items good. You gotta make sure the labels are facing front. I come in about every single day. Anytime I come in, I see that the shelves are not stocked. Like they are horribly gone. And it's not just like the small items or the items no one doesn't buy, and then once in a while they aren't stocked. It's not that where it's like, who cares? I don't care if I got freshly restocked them or something. I'm coming in freshly into my shift, and I see the popular drinks. The most popular drinks we sell are like My Car Lemonade singles, 24 packs of Bud Light, and I think Blue Ribbon, the 30 packs. Oh, and Black Velvet. That was also something we sold a lot of. And vodka, but we always run out of vodka due to that. They would always be not stocked. You might be saying, okay, maybe you're being a fucking hard ass about this, Minty. Okay? Just know this. It's a very simple, easy job. I have asthma of all things. I have a hard time breathing. You can probably hear it during this video. I'm breathing kind of difficult. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's really bad where I can't walk. I can barely walk without having breathing problems. And all I'm thinking is, there's two young girls can easily do their job. No health problems. Not only no family problems, or too many family problems. A middle-aged woman who can also probably do her job but rather than me. No physical problems. And my manager, she's busy doing the whole budgeting and background stuff, so I don't really care much about him. He's fine to me. And I come in during each day and I see the shelves in the freezer aren't stocked. I'm fucking at my words now. The shelves aren't clean and the register doesn't have as much money as it should be. This is almost like an everyday thing when I come in. Is the register should always have like $100 because of change. They might be thinking $100 might be a lot for change. Trust me, some of these drinks These people come in, they give you like $100, and they are trying to buy like a $2 shooter, and you gotta give them the change. It's crazy because like we couldn't deny business because we needed the money. This is a failing business, by the way. I'm probably gonna make that another video of like when this store closed down. So I'm coming in one of these days and I'm seeing there's only $55. I think like no, it was actually like $57 under cash register. First thing I noticed, and I'm like, I gotta call my boss about this. And it's nothing like mean about it. I'm checking in. It's like, hey, did we get robbed? Because that was my first thought. Because we were robbed before. We got robbed, and now I had to go check. Like, hey, did someone took the money out the cash register? Because it's so little money. It's like half the money is gone, and all I know is, huh? I know I'm where this place been robbed. I should probably check with my boss. I don't know what happened. He never really talked back about me about what was happening with that. All I know is probably the one of the twins messed up because one of the twins had the day before me, and all I'm thinking about it, and this happened multiple times actually, where that same chick she messed up on like counting money, so it was like 57, now it's $70, now it's even less. Now it's like all the dollars and coins are mixed up in the cash register. I'm talking like the quarters, dimes, pennies, nickels, $1 bills, $20 bills, $10 bills, and $5 bills are all mixed around in cash register. I'm like, was this chicken on like crack or something? Was she on something at this point? By the way, I just want to really point this out. Really easy, relaxing job. I can barely walk, and I can still do the job. And none of this place was clean. I was hired for like 1 year. That's it. And I think this business has been going on for more than 1 year. So I had to think, when the first time I cleaned this place, I was the only one who cleaned this place, was because, actually, I'll talk about that first, actually, is, so we didn't clean the place. We were never hired for that. And understandable, but maybe we should have, or maybe some of the people should have. And just know my uncle's the owner, or the guy who's dating my aunt is technically my uncle. My aunt coming in to use the bathroom. I'm not even working today. I'm at home resting after helping my neighbor move his AC unit. I'm not talking about the small AC unit. I'm talking about like one as big as you. I'm not joking about that. It's about 200 pounds and my arm's gonna rip out. I don't know how I'm alive right now. My aunt comes in the house. My grandma and them talk together. I'm about to go take a shower. Next thing I know, my grandma was like yelling at me because I didn't clean the store or something. I'm like, I didn't even knew I was supposed to clean the store. I'm not hired as the janitor. I'm not hired as a cleaning guy there. I'm getting paid $8 an hour like everyone else. Don't let me about all this. So I'm like, don't bring my work problems, don't bring my work life into my family life. And I'm like, isn't there someone working at the store right now? Shouldn't they be cleaning it? Why are you complaining to me about cleaning it? So next day rolls on by, I work, and I notice a checklist my aunt left. Note this, she isn't the owner. She's just a chick that is dating the owner. I don't know how I feel about my aunt anymore. I see the checklist, and it's kind of just basic stuff, so I'm not too angry, but it's kind of the whole, what is it, arrogance or smug kind of feel like, hey, you guys are supposed to do all this, or Maybe it would be better if you guys would have done this or something like that. I don't know how to explain it. But you know how you can just read a message and it's kind of like, you're being a complete utter asshole about this. Just tell me what to do. Don't bring your tone to this. So it was like mop the floors, dust off the shelves, and I think wipe down. No, I think it was just those two things. I won't lie. You gotta remember, my coworkers wouldn't stock, and they can barely count the register. They're not like mentally ill or mentally handicapped like I would be. So here I am, asthmatic as hell. I should probably be resting at this point. I should be probably sitting down and just staying there. I should be the actual lazy coworker in this story, but I couldn't be. I go out and I go wash the toilet. My God, I never want to wash anything ever again after that. This is a small little toilet in a little small town liquor store. How was it this bad? After all that, I go wipe down the counter, some of the freezers. I didn't wipe down all the freezers because I'll get to that later. I'm dusting off some stuff and I start to realize, hey, I can't breathe, so I'm gonna go sit down. Next day rolls on by. I'm breathing a little better, not really, but I'm still like, I'll go finish all this up. It's better to not be able to breathe than to get lectured by my grandma because she is annoying as hell. She's I'm Mexican, by the way. I'm Mexican American. My grandma's Mexican. Think about that. I'm getting lectured in a language I don't even know how to speak or understand. She's yelling Spanish at me. Not even good Spanish. I have seen other Spanish people or other Mexicans who speak Spanish have troubles speaking with my grandma. That could just be the accent thing of like multiple different Spanishes with the accents. So I'm cleaning up the shelves and I'm still having a hard time breathing. I'm cleaning up the freezer still. I wiped down the windows because they desperately need it. It looks like someone gooed all over them, gooning all over them. They are stained. And there's no Clorox wipes. There are barely even cleaning products in this store. I'm using a paper towel and water basically, but I had to bring my own cleaning wipes or Clorox wipes for my own house. That's my own money. I had to bring in for the store to clean up this entire place. I don't want because I want to keep working out here because it's somewhat peaceful. And I'll get to my customers and how that was going, but Clorox wipes are pretty clean. I wouldn't, and they're wet, so they probably don't get as dirty. I don't. I feel like that makes sense. I'm looking down at the Chloroflex. I had to use multiple because of course I had to. They're black, dirty, crusty, grimy, whatever. Okay, there's sludge coming out of the freezer. Some kind of sludge. I'm not touching it. I don't want to. I'm already suffering enough. I don't want whatever disease that's going to give me. And I'm cleaning it all up. And I noticed, hey, the freezer hasn't been cleaned. Like the inside the freezer. I cleaned the outside of the freezers because the fence on them had like so much dust on it. And I am noticed I'm not gonna clean the inside of the freezer anymore once start noticing bugs are in it. I don't like bugs. I absolutely hate bugs. Right now, right now in my town, we are having a love bug situation. All these little bugs making little love are swarming everywhere around my house, around the gas station, around the pizza store I go to. I can't go anywhere without these bugs on me. I'll probably talk. I should probably make that the next video. I'll probably talk about the love bug situation going on in my town. But there's a bunch of dead bugs in the freezer. I'm not touching them. I'm not doing that. Well over my pay rate. I get paid $8, and I'm asthmatic, so I'm sitting down by now. I have that excuse. I'm going to make my coworkers do this. Newsflash: they never did. They never cleaned it, and later on, when I leave, you're going to see how bad this business was just run down by everyone else. But after all that, I realized, man, my coworkers are lazy. They might be thinking, this kind of basic. Maybe I lived through worse. This is part one of this video. I had to record this audio before. We're coming down to 30 minutes long. I'm going to make a part two because like how bad these people were, and just like how lazy they were as well. And I got a lot more of these people to talk about. And like I said, the first time I tried to record this was like 30 minutes long. Yeah, I usually try to make these videos short. Actually, this video is going on pretty long. So, uh, if you want to see the next video, follow me or just look out for the next time I post. And I hope you have a good day.